Oh, let me tell you about the person I spoke to for my. So I had
Can we keep this in the recording?
Yeah, because I won't say any specific. So I had an early meeting this morning because of time zones. So someone I'd never met before, and she opened the meeting. It's just me and her, and she said, "Oh, good morning. It's only morning for you." I said, "Oh yeah, like how's your day gone? It's happened to you." She said, "Well, it didn't start well." I was like, "Oh, okay. This is as much as I've ever met her." And she went, "Well, I was awoken by the text messages from the Roomba, which were beeping because something was wrong with the Roomba. And what was wrong with the Roomba is that it had gone over the shit the dog had done on the carpet and then had tried to smooth it out. So had then spread the shit all over the living room until the shit had got stuck in the Roomba and it was sending an alert."
Imagine waking up to that. This is why we can't get one of these things. I need to talk to. That is unacceptable behaviour.
I was like, oh, that is a terrible day. And I wasn't bringing anything to the meeting that was making her day any better, which she'd like stayed late at work for. I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I just think that's so fucking perfect, isn't it?
It does describe a bad week, like epically in like a 30-second story. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Not Even Real Housewives Though podcast. Rosie and Scheana are here. I've had a little jolly bob to the seaside. Rosie's had a shit week at work.
It's just so much work in the work, isn't there?
It's awful. I needed that little break. I didn't even go very far. Didn't leave my county. But you forget how spoilt we are where we live. Like
we can go to the seaside all the time.
All the time.
We don't, but we could.
We could. We go to forest every day if you wanted to. And a different forest every day too. There's so fucking many. Yeah,
my husband will say that it's incredibly flat here, which it is. That upsets him.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's not going to stack it if it's flat, though, is he?
Well, it was quite flat when he did stack it, wasn't it? So, you know, he's always got 6.5 foot to fucking fall down from, hasn't he?
Everywhere's a hill where he's standing. God love him.
Dear.
Oh, but yeah, no, the weather's turned. It's nice out. It was warm. I'm drying clothes outside. You know I'm old, so I get excited because I can put laundry outside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it's fucking life-changing, that is. That's amazing.
I've really planted my garden so my flowers should bloom for this year.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I've been very productive on my week off. Yeah. There's thousands. Absolutely. Right, have you got words on the sheet?
The only word on the street I saw that I can think of now is that Hilaria Baldwin was approached.
They live in New York, first of all. Yeah,
but that's not going to physically stop her. She doesn't know what nationality she is.
This is very true, and her husband can't take responsibility for killing anyone either.
They are grade A crazy.
I just want to have a pop-up from the ex-wife, Kim Basinger, every now and again.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And his crazy-ass kids.
I think I could watch half an hour of Hilaria before I was like, no, that's fine. Never need to see that again. They got so many kids.
So many kids.
Maybe it's that. Maybe that's made her crazy.
No. She was crazy before.
Yeah, but she didn't think she was Spanish before.
No, that's a very valid point.
It's really that bit. That's the bit that I really can't. I can't see anything else in the deck.
Yeah, but how
does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, how does that happen? It's like if you find out the chefs at Vanderpump Villa are like from Tottenham. What happened?
I like the way you were like, let's go, like, you know, culturally polar opposite to French.
So far away from France. It's like the fucking Jamaican capital of London. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, let's see how that goes.
I don't think we should shine a light on those people. I think those are bad people.
Yeah, but they probably make great TV.
Mm.
Like
Again, I'm
Kyle
like,
would just.
I just want to see where they live.
They
Do
live in New York.
I know they live in New York, but like, how big of an apartment can one even get in New York? They got like 8 kids.
They probably have all the floors
They just
in
have
an
many
apartment
flats.
building. Yeah, knocked through.
Oh,
They could live in a
through, indeed.
brownstone. We don't know.
I know. I feel in my heart I do know. I think they're at an elevation.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
So
clip of him when someone asks him what it's like to have loads of children and he's just like so exacerbated and he says something about like being a father and he goes, I used to go to the opera.
maybe you should have gone to the opera more often, and then you wouldn't
Yeah,
keep
get your
getting your
dick
wife
in your
pregnant.
pants.
Just the thought. Jesus Christ. I heard that BravoCon is not happening.
Not happening this year.
So
But they haven't like addressed it. They've just been like 2025.
why?
Because they're gonna sack everybody.
Yeah, there's a couple of lawsuits.
There's also the lawsuits. There's the like we're, getting rid of everyone in Potomac. We're getting rid of Kyle. Like, who's even gonna come?
Oh, the OC ladies, they're thirsty as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone from New Jersey.
Yeah, but then they can't be in the same place. You have to have 2 convention halls.
True. True.
So yeah, maybe it makes a lot of sense.
I mean, get the people excited.
Yeah, it's a long burn, isn't it? I can't be excited for that. That's anything could happen.
Anything, yeah. Bravo might not even exist in 2025.
I mean, that's like post-election.
Are we getting one?
We're getting one.
When?
Well, they're not saying that, are they? The Tories every now and again they sort of specify one day that it's not going to be. So every day that's 2 days because every day you can be like, well, it's not today. Rishi Sunak said it's not going to be the 2nd of May.
But that's the London Mayor one, though, right?
Yeah. Well, and the local everywheres, I think.
Yeah. I need to probably read.
Yeah, we should vote.
Yeah.
Are we going out? I'm gonna have to vote early.
Oh, fucking hell. Is that the night we're going out?
I think so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get up early and do it before work.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez.
This is not
off
why
topic.
people are listening.
Any other words on the street?
Would you like to hear us discuss how the political system is shit? We can do that for another 7 years. No, I don't think I have any other words on the street. Maybe I do. I can barely remember who I am.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's get into it. We have Potomac.
We have
Part
Potomac.
2
Yeah.
of the season 8 reunion.
Yes. Oh my God. In my mind, I understood that as an 8-part reunion. I was like, shit, man, that's too much.
It might be. Who knows?
I think we've already slightly run out of things to say in 2 parts, haven't we?
Well, yeah. I mean, so it opens up with the continuation of the Mia and Gordon of it all.
Yeah, she says it's definitely Gordon's baby
because she had the
body.
IUI.
Yeah.
Which is when they put the sperm all the way inside.
Yeah, but you would only get that if the sperm, like, it doesn't mean that other sperm doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, but if she knew when she's having sex or when she hasn't had sex.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm pulling at this thread. I'm perfect. I want the answer to be that it's Gordon's baby.
No, but and I think what she said was right. Like, you know your own body. Like, you know your body enough to know that this was the catalyst of a situation. Like, period, pregnancy.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I know the basics of how it works.
Yeah, good for you.
I thought it was quite noble of Karen to be like, why are we talking about this? Like, kids are off limits.
I thought that was the first and only time I think I've ever seen anyone in Bravo openly admit that there's certain lines that you shouldn't cross because of children.
She was just like, no, not this bullshit. It was like, good for you, Karen.
But then she couldn't stand up for Giselle.
No, she could not.
But that's different.
Giselle's grown.
Is she though? I don't think she is. I think in body she is, but definitely not in mind.
Maybe not. But I don't think I'm upset at her about it.
Listen, I'm here for all of it.
So then the question is like, has Mia shared enough? Because now we're finding out about the divorce. But I feel like she's been pretty fucking. It's not like it was like. It's not that people were like, oh, divorced. Wow, I would never have expected it.
I think the difference with Mia for me is that I can never really truly tell if she's being honest.
I think she's as honest with us as she is with anybody. Like, including herself.
Fair.
I don't think it's like maliciously lying. I think it's just like genuinely not knowing what's truthful.
Like, this is where we are. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Today, I'm here and we're not getting divorced because we're not actually sat next to each other. We might be getting divorced in an hour.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I wanted to point this out and I forgot. I noticed that Mia had, like, you know, that mesh coloured thing that you hate?
The flesh net, yeah.
On her dress.
Mm-hmm.
But you could only see it in certain angles. Are we okay with this or no?
Yes, I think that is a good colour match. I don't mind flesh net at all. I think that was a mink net, which is finer, which is good, but it's sort of softer. So it's harder. It has to do harder work. But I think if it matches, it's good. And it did match.
Okay, so we need to give her a props for that.
We do, yes. Somebody did that
whoever
well.
did her designing, yes, not Mia. Yeah. All right, sorry. Anyway.
Yes, that was good. I agree. So she says that ink has nothing to do with the affair. It's just because Gordon's controlling.
Yeah.
This is why we can't trust her to be honest with us, because there's just no way. That's just like the world's largest coincidence.
It's commingling.
It's commingling. Yeah,
is what her the term. I fucking love that. That's my new favorite term. I'm 1000% saying that all the time now. But no, I think in this instance, she might actually be telling the truth. Like, I feel like he's always been there. They've dabbled. They've done their stuff. But
this is not a new affair.
I think that the catalyst for her divorce wasn't this new guy.
It's not like she was going to run off with him because she's always had him on the side.
She was always going to have him on the side anyway. So I don't think it was. I think it was, why am I now putting up with this level of bullshit from Gordon when he doesn't have the money, he doesn't have this, and he's not fun anymore. Yeah. So I'm out. And then.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He just happens to be there. Like, I don't know if she would have been so quick to divorce if she hadn't rekindled her thing with Doody.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she ever wants to be alone. I don't think she's one of these women.
I think she would find the silence quite crushing.
Yeah, like she can't.
No.
She has to have noise. I guess. Yeah.
Busyness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes complete sense. She's like real just throwing Gordon under the bus though, isn't she? Like, he was always broke, he was bankrupt, he didn't pay the rent, he didn't do. I'm like, oh, this is a bit mean. Not that I don't think it's true.
I think it's tough, isn't it? Because when you are being painted as a gold digger and being painted as a hoe and being painted as this and all the rest of it, how do you defend yourself against that without throwing the other person money? Yeah, like, how do you do that? Money.
Yeah, you're right. She's in an impossible situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she should have kept her mouth shut. Personally, I think I would have taken the L. I'm used to being called a gold digger. I'm like, yeah, let people think what they want, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. But me is not me. You know, I'm just so fucking amazing. And I'm so understanding. And I'm so put together.
This is why we love Mia, though, isn't it? Because we are understanding and put together compared to her.
Absolutely. I look completely logical and sane in all of my arguments and temper tantrums. Completely.
I loved Wendy and Candace's defense of like why they didn't like bother to like reach out to her when she was getting divorced. Candace was like, well, I just didn't want to be involved. I was like, do you really? I think you think that sounds better than it does.
Yeah, even Andy was like, you can send a text without it being involved.
Like, no, because all she was saying is like, I didn't care.
Yeah, but I think it's really interesting that.
But Wendy was like, I didn't care out of love and respect for you.
Because Gordon was so vicious over text messages. Bitch.
That's more reason.
If my ex-husband is texting you vicious things about me, I don't care what kind of state we're in. You need to tell me. That's just not okay. Trying to preach girl code is the reason why you kept your mouth shut until this moment in time. It's not girl code. Girl code is picking up the phone and saying, this is what he's saying about you. You best believe you get in front of this. I will give you the screenshots for your divorce attorney. Let's go.
But not this boy. Oh, he was saying I could have said these horrible things. Like, but why would you? You would only do that if you were a cunt.
Like, just it's these people that's like, Kristen, I could destroy your life, but I'm not going to. Let's go. That's shots fired.
Exactly.
I dare you at this point. Let's go.
That damn pregnant girl is.
Oh, she's my new favorite villain in the whole fucking world. I'm obsessed with her.
Oh.
We'll get into the valley later.
We
but
will,
I'm
and I
obsessed.
haven't got the end of the valley because my phone had some sort of like hissy fit. So Mia's living in a penthouse, but it's small, and he's
It's
living in
1,100 feet. I don't know how big that is.
1,100 square feet is like about one of our houses, I think.
That's huge.
Yeah, but they're all in like, I got a 15,000-foot kitchen.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I think, but I don't know. Or maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know square things. I think
There's a sex
I
joke
worked
in
it
there
out.
somewhere.
There is somewhere in there. I worked it out once and it was like, I remember the number 1,000, but I don't know if it
I'm
was
pretty sure we have spoke about that. You said this on the recording. So
I
we
said
need to
it was
go back
1,000,
through.
but I don't know if it was 1,000 what.
Yeah, we need to go back through the footage.
Okay. Production, roll the tape.
Yeah.
So,
and then it's Giselle's section.
yes, we see the husband sort of getting ready to come on, don't we? And then it's Giselle, lead tutor in the Cougar Academy or whatever the fuck fun that was.
That was brilliant. First of all. And it was her kids going to college and how amazing her kids are and how she's done such a good job and all the rest of it. And then Wendy says, but I had a conversation with you about your kids. Giselle's like, it didn't happen. Production are like, there's no evidence of this.
There's no nice Wendy on tape. Sorry, no. We've looked, we've searched the archives. She's not there.
Oh, I think Wendy's pissed because she thought that I think the conversation happened, but I think Wendy only did it because she saw how she came across on the thing. So she did it thinking it was going to be on tape, and it's not on tape, and now she's gone home raging.
Yes, that's perfect. I hope that is the answer.
I think she's
I love the idea that she can't see the difference between her mum being voluntarily in the hospital after her elective procedure, after her mum has stirred shit in the group,
and Giselle's dad on people,
and Giselle's dad has died, who appears to have been a nice man, has died. Like, she doesn't see the difference there. Good God.
She's so capable of being logical and aware when the situation pertains to somebody else. But when it's like, if that was happening between anyone else in the cast, even if she despises the two people in the cast,
she'd be like, it's not the same, yeah.
She would see the reason and logic and be like, you guys are being ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. She comes across as such a dickhead. Such an absolute dickhead. So they talk about how Giselle's father had died and how he had a celebration of life. Looked great. Yeah. And then Candace is fucking bawling her eyes out. I love Mia. She cries when the wind blows left. She's like, I'm upset for her. And Giselle's not buying any of it. And Andy's like, it's nice, she cares. And she's like, fuck you. And then Wendy starts giving Andy notes.
I mean, she was all thinking everything that we were thinking. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but we also understand that is Andy's job.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you only need one Andy up there. Like, we're doing it because we're thinking that because we're thinking, oh, well, if I'm Andy. But if we're sitting on the sofa, we know we're not Andy.
I don't know if I do.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I live in this warm sense of reality where I'm like in it. Like, I'm making a difference, people. I am here. I'm driving storylines.
Right, good, fine. What could go wrong?
But yeah, no, it's cool. And I like Giselle. I'd like to know if Giselle's act with men is in fact not an act and that's just how she is. Because even with Jamal, with everything, she was very calm and relaxed about her
Yeah, she's
relationships.
very
Even
chill.
when she was with that other guy for a minute on the show.
Mm. I think this is one of the reasons her and Robin are such good friends.
Because they don't give a fuck about men.
Well, I just think the men in their lives are not the focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was really sort of sweet when she was starting to get like a little bit emotional because she doesn't really like show emotion, does she? And talking about her dad, and she just turned to Robin. She was like, will you just do this for me? You just be my words."
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, because she said that she's like her and Jason are not exclusive, and she's fucking some athletes. That's meant to be the scandal, is it?
I mean, if you don't like that, wouldn't you?
Single woman enjoys herself. Scandal.
Unless she's running train on the field during practice. Like, this should not be headline news.
No,
And that
absolutely
should
not.
only be headline news because I want to see it, not because I think there's anything wrong with it.
Shut up and take my money.
Like, I will happily watch her do all kinds of stuff in different places. Don't get me started on the fucking lesbian porn I was getting into with Katie and Tori during Vanderpump Rules. Jesus. I mean, it's been a good day. Yeah, what's the saying?
Have you lost focus?
Yeah. I'm somewhere else now.
She's gone. She's gone, guys. We've lost her. Okay, Candace.
Oh, God.
So they do a little montage of the triangle, which I loved a lot. It's the folding.
It's the way it's so
Folding,
meticulous,
but it's
right?
so meticulous. Like I know I can fold this 14 times before that starts to peel down my tear duct.
Yeah.
A twist, dab, and twist and dab.
A Barbary.
So Michael didn't sue her, is suing her. Who cares?
I mean, I don't believe Ashley knew. I think Ashley was blindsided. I think when she found out, she gave zero fucks.
Yeah, I think when she found out, she didn't make effort to know more.
No, absolutely. She was like, oh, right, cool.
What
Like,
difference does it make to her either way?
Can I get a bag? This goes through? Like, yeah.
Then are we into the Candace and the Robin
Yeah.
of it all?
Can we talk about how precise and word for word Robin's recount
Oh, yes.
of the text messages and the whole situation was? I was blown away.
People have studied this timeline. This timeline, we're like, we know exactly. This is the exam.
But
when Chris is sending pictures of his dick to people, we can't remember anything.
we can't remember anything. Also, as well, we don't know what Juan Dixon is up to.
No. Nobody knows where Juan Dixon is at all.
But she can tell me, like, the last
7:23.
Sketchy.
Yeah. I didn't understand Robin's motivation for being so invested in Chris having an affair. It didn't. That
When
didn't
Juan
come
is
off.
slinging his dick all over where they live.
I was like, turn some of this call into the house, man.
So Chris saying that he doesn't know this woman, has never spoken to this woman. Her saying, but there's screenshots.
He didn't say he didn't know this woman. He said he never met this woman.
Okay, oh, well, good catch. But she doesn't believe anything that he's saying, but she fully believes that Juan wasn't doing anything for a woman he paid a hotel bill for.
Yeah.
Like, there's proof. There's actual receipts of him doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't. There must be something.
There's something happened. Juan Dixon has there's something there.
Some magic. Maybe he knows things. Maybe he could ruin her life.
Do you reckon his sex is that good?
No. Not
your face.
Not that many times. know. But it's the combination of good and then just coming to the bed that you already sleep in, isn't it? That's a really big part of it for Robin.
Oh, I can't. No, I can't just have like run of the mill sex all the time.
No, but it's the fact that like the sex is good, but also like if she slung, there was a time when she wasn't with one, isn't it? And then she would have to like go out, find somebody, and then be somewhere else. Whereas like one already lives in her house.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I hear what you're saying.
The convenience factor is 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. No, you're not wrong. Yeah.
But
All
yes,
right.
it so the colorism.
Oh,
I felt for Robin when she said she didn't know how to have the conversation.
I didn't believe Robin when she said that she was as upset as she was about it.
Yeah,
That ugly cry looked forced to me.
it seemed quite rehearsed.
And also as well, the fact that she's sitting there saying, I've never had to have this conversation. I've never felt like this is a conversation that I feel comfortable with. I don't know how to navigate it. Doesn't that just speak on her privilege?
Exactly, I thought that. I was like, that's something being like, well, I've never had to worry about racism. I was like, no, exactly. It's because you're in the group that doesn't experience it.
Like, I didn't feel like it was, she should be saying that out loud if
I
she's
don't
trying
think
to
it was the
dispel
right
this myth.
answer. Yeah, I was like, you're really proving the point. I think you can say, I'm nervous about having this conversation because I don't want to say the wrong thing on television.
Yeah, wouldn't you respect her more for that?
Yeah, but I think in a way that I hope I have echoed, like, I think in the party of privilege, you've got to take on some of the responsibility of doing the fucking homework, haven't you?
Yeah.
But it doesn't, and that doesn't change the fact that that I do think Candice has weaponized it.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah. And again, this was another example where like Wendy was really logical, but because she was being such a bitch, it was just a barb. Whereas like if you just could take the Wendy out of this,
Yeah.
what she was saying was really valid.
Yeah. But she did, I think she said, like, if Oprah had said it, it would have landed a lot
Oh
better.
yes, or even just if Wendy like an hour ago had said it, like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was just like because she
Yeah.
was already spitting at that side of the sofa,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like you were saying, it made a lot more sense in a way that she can see sense and logic in other people's arguments, can't she? That she cannot in hers. Like, well,
Yeah.
this person who is like, you know, it's difficult, but it's a really valid conversation, and because she was sort of saying like the fact that you don't know what to do about it is because of your privilege.
Yeah.
But you can't see that your mum being a lunatic is not the same as Giselle's dad dying. There was a flash, I thought, where Candice thought, "Oh, I'm getting fired,"
Yeah.
and she was like, this has gone too far with my like calling to the murderers."
Yeah. And then that's it, isn't it? Oh no, the husband's come out.
The husbands come out.
But it's just the Chris stuff at this point, which is what we've already spoken about. Nothing else happened. Like, we don't see what G has to say because they cut it until next week.
Yeah, it's the like TBC. Here are some
Yeah.
things you want to know. Eddie says hello and that he's sold $2 million worth of weed.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds great. You can sell
But
$2 million.
what's the profit?
I was going to say, what's your production cost? How much
I
does
don't
it
need to
cost?
know the gross. I need to know the net.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the exact same thing. Whereas I'm really happy for him. And I think as, you know, in someone who does kind of like production stuff, the more you distribute, the cheaper it becomes.
Mm-hmm.
But so his profit margins might not be that great right now, but if he keeps doing those volumes, then good luck to him.
And then there's, Gordon's sad. He looks sad. Necker and Ike have said nothing.
But she's given it the big talk in the dressing room.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's got something to say. I'm like, oh, bitch.
Come on then.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I
don't
don't
think
know.
she's got anything to say.
She's all bark and no bite, isn't she?
Yeah, I think, she just can't get in, can she?
No.
So,
no. We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. What do you think Gordon's going to tell us? That she's been having affairs for years?
They're not legally married.
Oh. Interesting.
He's still married to his ex or something stupid. So she's not going to get anything.
She's going to get
because he's not there. Like, it wasn't a real wedding. They didn't really sign anything. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be great.
I'm a really horrible person. That's immediately where I go. And like for my entertainment,
My entertainment, I entirely hope your life is fucked.
I hope he destroys you. Yeah.
But she's not going to get anything because he doesn't have any money. Vanderpump.
Vanderpump Rules. Let me get my notes out.
Vanderpump Rules. We are at the beach.
Oh God.
Tom takes Tom. I know. People don't know that the beach is meant to be fun. Jesus.
And it looks like a decent beach too. The beaches in LA are not very nice.
Oh, why?
Because it's just full of people and stuff.
Oh, that is terrible.
But in general, like the water's beautiful
and the
beaches
nice
are
sand.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know. I love the fact that Brock is inserting himself into every situation.
Yes. He's got the Wendy problem of like, this coming out of anyone else's mouth would be great. Like it would, I mean, I love it in the show, absolutely. But it's like him being like, you just got to get over shit. And like, you can't be upset. And like, sometimes life just fucking happens, man. And it's like, you happen to people, dickhead. You can't just get angry with your partner. When you were arrested for beating your partner? Come on. But I am a bad person because I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I fucking love Brock. Him and Scheana are on Watch What Happens Live this week. I haven't seen it yet and I can't wait.
I keep seeing him in the whatever it is after party reunion with the boots.
The high heel boots?
The high heel boots. And I keep seeing people posting Patrick, the starfish from SpongeBob, in high heel boots. And it's just too right.
But anyway, it gets into it. So Tom takes Tom away.
And he cannot get out of his own ways. He's like, she never buys toilet roll. She doesn't buy bin bags. She's going to have a rude awakening. It's like,
okay, I understand that he should keep his mouth shut, like, because he's a piece of shit. But at the same time, I get it. Like, as a spouse.
And we have seen her bedroom, like, it's filth.
She is a fucking nightmare.
Teenager. She's a child. She's a teenager. So
I think he has the right to be like, she has not got a clue what it takes to run a household.
I think that is entirely true. I think he should stop saying it.
Oh, no, he has no leg to stand on, like, at this point in the matter. But
it's not even that he doesn't have a leg to stand on, is it? It's the fact that it's like, you said this once and everyone was like, you're such a dickhead. Like, the fact that you buy the napkins doesn't mean you get to put your penis in someone else. But he cannot stop saying it. This is his justification.
Yeah.
And also, like, if you're so upset about it, just stop buying the bin bags. Like, just buy your own bin bags and keep them in your own room.
Oh,
so, I mean, she doesn't need bin bags because she doesn't put the trash out.
No,
her rubbish is just littering her bedroom, so she don't need fucking bin bags.
Why does she not have things living in her walls?
She probably does. She just doesn't mind.
Yeah.
She's got a fucking white noise machine 24 hours a day in her house, hasn't she?
Notice.
So she can't hear the crows and the pigeons and the rats and the raccoons and possums and whatever. Plus, she got that big dog.
That dog, even though it's like what we would consider a fighting dog over here, that dog's not doing shit.
No, but if a rat can only smell that dog, it doesn't know that dog's a pussy.
Yeah, it's fair. It's to set up Tom with Tori. But Katie gets involved when they go out one night and it becomes a thing. And then they all go to the bar.
They all go to the bar.
And Tom buys a random group of girls some drinks.
Yes. And then Tom Schwartz is there and Tori like comes in and sort of they have a joke. And then the back part of the joke is like that she's his ex-wife. Yeah. And he's like, no, she's not. But then a minute later, his ex-wife walks in.
I know. You couldn't write it, could you?
Brilliant. Also, how do we feel about this champagne in a beach bar?
For $50? Not drinking that.
I don't think, yes. And I know it's well established, but that was a plastic glass. What is the oyster situation like there? Because I thought that I was like, this could be risky.
I personally have never had oysters outside of areas that I know that they are driven within an hour of purchase or
I've
hour
never
of
heard that
catching.
oysters grow in California, but why would they not?
Well, also, so I don't think it matters. If you transport seafood correctly, it's fine. I just personally wouldn't do it. Like, I'm not eating seafood on a landlocked country. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
But I mean, they are next to the beach, but I still was like, I'm not sure.
No, it makes me like
Made my
today I
bumhole
ate
clench a little
oysters.
bit.
Huh?
Made my bumhole clench
Yeah,
clench a
right?
bit.
Because
That
in
like,
preparation of what's going to happen.
yeah,
Like, I ate oysters today
knowing
that
they'd
had been
come that
like,
you could have touched in the sea.
I probably did,
Yeah.
but they were like from a shack on the side of the road. There was absolutely no hygiene standards being
Yes.
like observed. But I knew that they literally came from that water. So there's only a matter of minutes between me.
And we are so lucky in that, like, I mean, the world has changed, hasn't it? But like, seafood like that was the cheap food here.
Yeah. So it's still cheap. Yeah.
Because, and it occurred naturally, and then it's been encouraged for hundreds of years, hasn't it? It's a very well established chain.
And like crab, oysters,
Anyway, oysters, no.
Chicken wings, yes.
I felt like it was more of a chicken wingsy sort of.
Chicken wings and ribs.
Yeah. Safe.
Maybe some nachos.
Yes. Okay, so the Tory of it all. So she's there. And Tom in some ways can be aware, isn't he? Because he sees that Katie is being a cock blocker. And he can see this in his ex-wife. This is something he can't see in Joe.
No.
Fine.
Because he doesn't like Joe.
Oh.
Katie is always going to be, despite how bad he treated her and how much of a piece of shit he is, Katie is always going to be his number one chick.
She gets his pulse going.
That's no one else. Like, it's like if me and you ever got divorced, that sure we can remarry, or if one of us dies or whatever, they can remarry, they could do whatever,
Jesus,
but they are never going to be us.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know.
So then Ariana gets...
Sorry.
Yes,
Tori is not who I expected her to be.
Who did you expect her to be? As in her personality or
yeah, that's not... When I saw the back of her kissing somebody in the promos, that's not the vibe I got.
What vibe
Weird
did you...
that you can't judge someone from the back of the head while they're lip locked with somebody else. I mean, it's a bizarre concept.
It's very strange. She should look into that. She should get that. She should work on it.
I feel like she's like putting that... It's rude.
Liar.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what I mean? Like, that's just not playing the two.
She's very softy girly.
Yeah.
I don't think I was expecting that.
Yeah. And she's young.
Oh yeah, she's young.
Very young.
Because Scheana's like, when Tom's got his weird young paintball friend, she's like, I hang out with young people. I'm like, that doesn't make it better. That just makes you also weird.
Yeah, but she doesn't realise that she's strange.
No.
But she's my best friend.
But she's 23 and you pay her to look after your kid. Seems fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so they all go to
Tori's a great find for production, though, isn't she? What a fucking win.
I just love the fact that the entire episode is centered around that this whole love triangle happening, and everyone just seems to be letting it happen, and it seems to be very funny, and everything's funny.
Yeah, James.
And then James is just like, this is fucking weird. Let's lay this out. And he puts it for, like, come on.
Two things can be true. It can be fine and weird.
No, it can't. No, that's the one time that two things can't be true. Something can't be weird and be fine at the same time. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, then I'm probably going to come down on the side of it's weird.
Do you know what's weird? That Tom Schwartz thinks that he's going to fuck her before Katie does.
Oh yeah, he's real naive.
That's the weird part for me.
Except, see, that kiss, I thought that Katie kissing her, I was like, that's not a real kiss.
See, that made my fanny tingle.
Really? I was like, that's a TV kiss. It's all lip.
Well, maybe she was testing the waters.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think there was any intent there. I think
No.
she'll fuck her, but I think she'll do it. She's just doing it to piss off Tom.
To piss off Tom Schwartz. And that is why we love Katie Maloney.
Yeah. She's prepared to fully commit.
Although I feel bad for this Tory chick, but
Yeah, but that's not Katie's fault. That is a
no,
Tom
Tori
problem.
knows what she's doing. She's going on dates with both of them within 24
Yeah.
hours.
I mean, she's like, yes, I feel like she's like.
Scheana set this all up to get her on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in seeing her again.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
this is a 2-episode point of interest, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want to see anyone do painting in their flat.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
I just don't know what sort of icebreaker it's meant to be if you're like, you know how I don't really like doing things that I'm shit at, so if I was shit at painting, I think I'd be like, I'm not going to do that on telly. And I don't think I'd find it endearing on a date. Like, oh, look, you're crap.
Maybe. Just maybe. People don't say that to other people.
Yes.
Maybe they lie and try to preserve some of the.
It's just lying. Nobody likes lying.
Oh, good Lord. You're just a bitch. That's what
Yeah,
it is. That's
there
what
is
it boils
that.
down to. But then
Okay,
Lana
Ariana
and
gets
Scheana
yeah. Ariana gets sad and she's gonna move out of the house.
Yeah. I felt for her in that moment. I felt like that humanization of the situation was needed from the beginning, so people wouldn't feel like Ariana was just a top flight cunt, which I think is actually really terrible, because that's just, if a woman completely breaks down to a complete shell of herself and doesn't leave the bedroom and doesn't do all the rest of it, then woe is her, and we feel so bad for her. That man did her dirty. But if she rises up, makes her money, makes a comeback, walks into the street in a revenge dress. Princess Diana did it first. She got crucified. Ariana did it second. She got crucified. Like, you can't. It's bizarre to me, but at the same time, hearing her say, I have never done anything to him, and he did this to me, that broke my heart, because that's what it is.
It's really sad.
I gave you everything.
But I don't think I believe that.
Do you not? I do.
But I only came into seeing them at such a late part in their relationship. I just thought, these people fucking hate each other. Why are they together?
Yeah, you missed the early stages.
When potentially they were liking each other.
Yeah, because they were having an affair on Kristen.
Yeah, God, Lord. Good Lord. Okay. Then Joe and Lala go for a hot dog. I could say 1,000 words and I wouldn't understand why this happens.
So when Lala's told Katie,
it's because she's soft.
And Katie was like, what the fuck? I hate this chick. What are you doing? I had that feeling when I saw Lala go for a hot dog with Joe. I was like, what are you doing?
It's not even that, like, Katie hates her. It's not even that. I just think you don't know this person, so why are you doing this?
Production asked her to.
Yeah, it's just entirely that. She's really just illustrating a sort of slight jobsworthiness.
Does she get paid per how many minutes she's in an episode, instead of how many episodes she's in?
But she's going to have to do a certain amount of scenes. They're going to say, we haven't got enough and we need this, and it drives story. And it's great story, doesn't it? It does exactly what we want because it makes Katie pissed off, which is all we're trying to achieve. But it just was such a sort of, like, dog shit of a location.
You want one of them hot dogs, though?
I don't think I do.
Come on, like one of them hot dog vans on the side of the street that's been going for like 50 years? They must be doing something right.
They have hot dogs. She says that she thinks she'll be part of Schwartz's life forever.
And Lala's looking at her like, oh, babe.
Oh, honey.
Can we talk about Lala's looks this episode?
So she had not dressed appropriately for the hot dog stand.
No, she had not. But
It was very evening in the daytime. She looked great, but it was quite
fucking amazing.
evening for a hot dog stand on the street.
Her beach look was incredible with the
Yeah.
glasses and the earrings. And then her Cher from Clueless look when she went to the sperm bank.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
I
Yeah.
love that.
It was
Trying
great.
to
I
look
liked
like-
her professional look.
Yeah, she's not trying to look like so slutty, so she looked like Daddy wants to fuck me. Yeah, I thought it was very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Do you know what dress I really don't like? It's that purple Ariana confessional dress off the shoulder,
Yeah.
which looks
It's
like
not
it's
great.
been stretched.
Yeah, it's not great. It doesn't sit well, does it?
It doesn't. I think again it'll look great standing up, but I don't think it's sitting down. So someone said to me that now in all the confessionals they've like cropped out all of the drinks
In Vanderpump or everywhere.
in Vanderpump.
Oh.
Like they all had a prop drink
Yeah.
all the time, and now suddenly they don't have them.
I'll have to pay attention to that.
And I don't know why that is.
Because half of them don't drink anymore?
Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, it was like, but you can be drinking something, like it doesn't have to like imply, it doesn't have to be alcohol.
True.
Like just as a prop, there's often people just drinking something with a straw to like make a deliberate pause.
Or is it because Bravo is constantly being told that they don't make it a safe work environment? So
Yeah,
alcohol.
I wonder if it's that like going like, oh yeah, we're not making you get drunk at work.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So she says she calls him T-Money.
T-Money, Joseph.
No, never tell anyone that.
And she claimed she didn't know about Rochelle.
Oh yeah, she dumb.
I actually believe it. I don't think she knew.
I think she's so infatuated with Tom, in denial about the rest of the world. I think she just couldn't see it.
Yeah, 1000%.
She's just staring at him like, oh my God, I love him. I just need to give him enough time.
When you say, I want to call my dad when someone breaks up with you, there's something very wrong there.
Oh, it's bad, isn't it?
That made my vagina close. And
It's
then they go to
sad.
golf.
They go to golf, and this is when James is elaborating that it is weird.
I love the fact that James went to play golf when it was just him and all
and
the girls. And Ali's an only child as well. That came up in this episode.
Yeah, that seems right.
That it tracks 1000%.
Yeah.
Just, James learned his lesson. You can't control someone who has a sister.
You want someone who's not practiced fighting. And that's Ali. What does Katie say I'd rather eat a leather jacket about?
I can't remember. We discussed this before.
I know, but it was now and I liked it. But I still no. Last week she said I'd rather eat a jean jacket, and this week she said I'd rather eat a leather jacket.
Oh, I missed that. Then I don't know.
It was at the golf, but I don't know what I don't know what it's in reference to.
Oh, yeah.
And then they.
Oh, the sperm bank.
Firstly, Ariana talks about how she's gonna manifest a treehouse. She would like to live in a treehouse.
This is where we are. This is why Tom says she's going to get a rude awakening. Like, let's be clear. Like, this is where we are.
I think she's a fucking Sylvanian family. Then we go to the sperm bank.
And it's a...
So clearly this is not a place that people normally... People don't normally go and have a chat here, do they?
They were in a very open glassed room where everyone can see you and have a should it be like a small?
But you don't need a small. I just don't think they have chats.
Well, and who has a sperm party also? Darla does. I mean, I'm here for it.
I think I've been to some sperm parties, but I don't think they were called that.
You've been to people that have had sex in the same room as you have been in. That's not the same as a sperm party, my love.
Oh. Oh, right.
Sperm, but different kind of party.
Yeah, the guy from the sperm bank. I was like, you're an odd duck.
Oh, he's bikini. Let's have some laughs on the way, crack a few jokes.
I don't think anyone needs that. Also, like, It's great. I'm happy for Lala that she's like really empowered. She's having a girl. I
Yes,
saw.
she is. Yeah. I saw it
Um,
on Amazon Live. I'm
yeah.
joking. No, I didn't. I saw it on Instagram. Who's fucking watching Amazon Live?
I don't know. I
But all
just
these
don't know.
housewives are on it. Like,
They're
what is
all doing it
happening?
selling shit. Yeah, I don't get it. I've entirely lost my train of thought. Yes, I
Sorry.
just yeah, it's great that she's really buzzed about it and she's like making her family and that's lovely. But I guess for quite a few people it's maybe like not plan A and it might be a bit awkward and maybe a little bit sad. I don't know. So I guess they're not usually like, whoa, yeah, come get some sperm, whoop whoop. And I don't buy this ticket of like all these people just want to like make your life better.
No, they don't.
I'm like, you're paying those people to jizz in a car. That's not like over romanticize it.
Oh, yeah, it's not a good deed is the word I'm looking
It's
for.
there's a word, isn't there, where something's like selfless.
Yeah,
And I don't think it's
it's not
quite
that.
that. No.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works now, because here they can track you down.
I think you can opt in or opt out in America.
Can you?
I'm not sure though.
Isn't there like some guy who's got like 600 kids?
Yeah,
Because
there
like
is. There's
his
a
sperm is
documentary
the
about him.
best.
Yeah.
But he's like very normal. I don't understand what the appeal is. Is it just the success rate? He's just like the most potent.
I don't know. Maybe they all liked what his kids look like. I don't know.
Maybe, but then you have to be careful, don't you? Because you're gonna end up like fucking your siblings.
I didn't like the way that they were talking about Ariana.
Oh yeah, they seemed a bit jealous,
I think
bitter.
everything they said was perfectly valid,
Yes.
but they should be doing it on camera.
No, yeah, when they were like, she should just move out.
Yeah. They need to be protecting her on camera. They can say what the fuck they
Yeah.
want off camera.
And I thought Sheena's like she couldn't live in an apartment. I was like, that's uncalled for.
I believe it though. I feel like
Yes,
Ariana
yes,
has
we all have those friends, but we don't say those things in a way that they can hear.
and
We all got
then
spoiled friends. You don't have to mention it to them.
Tom goes to get his hair done and he gets the blonde dye job from Joe.
Yes. She like fully just puts her hands into that bleach at
Yeah.
one point. Like
Yeah.
without gloves on.
Yeah. But she's not a very good hairstylist, is she?
I think we shouldn't judge her on this hairstyle because I think she has done this to him to stop him fucking other women.
Oh.
I think this is her cock block. I think this is her like,
I
I'm gonna do this to you before you go to
see.
singles night, and then nobody will fucking touch you because you look insane.
That is very interesting. I never considered that.
So I mean, like we've all had a moment in our past with a stupid looking boy with bleach blonde hair. Like you know, who are we to judge? But they weren't in their 40s.
Fair enough. All right.
But yeah,
And
I
then
think
it's
it's
singles
that.
night.
Um,
Yeah, it's girls' night, singles night, right?
yeah, it's girls' night, and Lala's like, so I went for lunch with Joe, and but also like, why does she bring it up? There's just no, just don't meant like, you know that Katie's
It's
not
on
going to be like,
camera.
yeah, but like, there's no like, yeah. I did like her like, well, my job is not to make you understand things.
And it's boys' night, no, singles night at the same time. And Tom has a new assistant called Craig.
Yes,
So
that's
Anne
just
doesn't exist anymore. We're just
I
going to
think,
let that, we're not even going
and
to talk about it. We know what happened, but they're not going to address it on the show.
no, we're not going to discuss it.
Oh, that's just rude.
Anne's dead to him.
Okay.
Also, you can't take Anne out to singles night,
Why? It's just not like
Because
she's going to
she's-
be catching all the dick.
but she's mental.
I love the wristband set up at singles night when you have
Yeah.
like the green and the red
Yeah,
and the yellow.
yeah.
I
You
thought
don't
that was
see-
fantastic.
But because you didn't go to college, that was
No.
very much like every Tuesday night at the student union. That was the thing. You get stickers, colors.
Oh. Right,
Okay, Joe and singles night. Let's get into the Joe of it. So she gets upset, doesn't she? She goes, and then Tom is trying to like kiss up on that girl, and she gets upset.
But
And he's such a shit. Even let's pretend that they're friends, like he says they are.
okay.
He's such a shit friend. Like you can tell she's upset. She doesn't want to be here. Why have you invited her here?
He didn't know. When she was doing his hair,
He said he was
he
going,
said,
and she
I'm
just said,
going,
"I'm going
and
to
she
come."
said, I want to come. And he'd sat in that hairdresser's chair telling her all about his date with
Terry.
Tori. And
Yeah, well, she like fried his hair.
like, I don't understand. But then
He
when you
can't
see
be
the
that naive,
confessional,
but I suppose he decides to be naive. He's like committed to it.
you
And
can't tell a chick you love her after you've been inside her and her not have any kind of feelings towards what's actually happening.
I guess his argument is that he's being honest. He's like, yeah, I want to like us to hang out and fuck, and I love you, and but I don't want to be with you. Like he's being honest, but it's shit. It's real shit.
Yeah, it's tough because you can't be like mad at someone who's being honest because what do you want?
He's like being honest about being a piece of shit, though.
Well,
I want
honesty
you
is
to look after
honesty.
me and be my girlfriend, but I don't want to be committed to you in any way.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel bad for her.
I
And also, what a
actually,
piece of shit thing to do on television. Like you just didn't have to do this on TV.
yeah.
Even if you did it, you just have the decency to not do it. Like the actual, like, oh no, I definitely want nothing to change because it's really great for me. But you should. I'm definitely never going to give you any more, even though I know you like me.
When she referred herself as chopped liver, I was like, oh
Yeah.
God, she's in this.
Yeah. Oh
She's really
yeah.
in this.
Like she went and rang her dad and cried, but that's not the last time she slept with him.
No. She sat with him the next day. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no.
And even when she leaves and she's sad and she leaves and he's like, Joseph, it's like, oh God almighty, call her by her real fucking name. Piece of shit.
And then
Then they go paintballing. And I thought Ariana was being like a slightly facetious bitch when she was like, oh yeah, Tom has like professional like paintball people who he pays. I'm like, no, that's all true.
no, yeah.
Like, what the fuck was he wearing?
I don't know.
Everyone
But he
else
looked
is
good.
just in like a t-shirt.
No, they were all covered up though, and Brock turned up in like the smallest outfit possible. Like he's like, I
Big
could get my
bags,
skin
small
hurt. I
clothes.
don't care. Like
That man put his fucking lost a finger in a piece of farm equipment. He's not
Yeah.
scared of paintballs.
he's not scared of paintballs.
He has to
And
deal
who's
with
the dickheads that wore
2020.
beige?
But I thought that actually makes more sense than camouflage in when you're like in the desert, doesn't it? Like you genuinely might not be able to see them. Like
I
they're
don't
blending
think
in
it
with
was for that. I think it was a fashion choice. But sure, let's go with
Oh,
that.
I think I'd very much gone with it was disguise.
Yeah.
The health and
then the
safety
episode
guy at
ends-
the paintballing.
Who?
The health and safety man.
Oh,
You need facial reconstructive surgery. There is poisonous snakes. I was like, whoa, mate.
yeah, that's me
Way to
tapped out.
kill the fun. I love Scheana being like, I only thought this was gonna be inside.
Yeah.
Like we've just come to sit here and watch this, have we?
And she expected a VIP toilet. That was my favorite line. That was fantastic.
She only V.I.Pees. No
Yeah.
standard P's. Love Scheana. But like Ali is unfazed.
That might be the name of the episode.
Ali is completely unfazed. Her life is just to watch James do nothing.
Stuff.
Yeah, just like stuff that he would do regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also love that they're like, there are children here. There's like 24-year-olds here. I'm like, you are paintballing. But you're not doing your taxes. Oh. Then yeah, it's sad mixed signals. Also,
And
Tom
then
appears
it's
to be crap
done.
at paintball.
Who?
Tom Sandoval just gets like shot in the foot like
In the
fucking,
first 5 seconds,
like,
yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. He doesn't do well, does he? God love him. Oh.
There was
And then we
some
go
good-
to Schwartz's apartment.
yeah, then it's Schwartz's apartment, which is just so sad. And do you know what's really sad? The bit that was worse, when she's really upset and he's like, I've been giving you mixed signals. She asks if he's embarrassed by her, which really
Yeah,
shows her like level of confidence, doesn't it?
yeah.
And I feel so, 'cause she's like, I would never pressure you. Like she's just prepared to wait indefinitely if he doesn't actually say like, no, just don't do this.
What is he offering
Nothing. I
for her
don't.
to be so
So into it.
wrapped up in this? Like,
I think he is like charming, charismatic. There's something, isn't there?
yeah. I mean, I'm low-key obsessed with him at the minute.
But even so, this was my point. The saddest thing is she's so upset. He tries to put that dog on her lap, and it's just like, nope. Even the fucking dog doesn't want to comfort you.
Oh, that's a low, isn't it?
It's bad. Those dogs are entirely like designed to be a cushion.
Yeah,
And it's like, no, no, thank you.
we're not in it.
I'm Katie's dog.
Oh, the disrespect.
It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
He's a piece of shit.
He really is. Like, he really, really, and like kept calling her Joseph when she was leaving the room, and
Oh.
like, she's clearly really upset, dude. Like, why are you not taking this more seriously?
And at no point does he turn to the camera and say, like, I think we should stop filming this.
Yeah, no.
Because even when they say that and they don't, and he's like, oh, when you see people saying, like, I need to take my mic off, he doesn't say any of that. He's just like, oh, this is great. It's a great scene. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Okay. How about the valley? Like I say, I don't get to the end.
Lord, the valley. I mean, so much is going on.
So much going on and nothing is going on.
Brittany, poor Brittany, is like unaware of the fact that her husband is having sex with other people.
Yes.
Kristen is throwing, what's his name? I wrote it down. Zach under the
Oh,
bus for epic
man.
proportions.
I think who said like what has happened is that like you've assumed something means something else, because that's what happened, isn't it? Like there was the conversation did happen about her being a Republican.
Yeah, and homophobic.
Yeah. And so Kristen has added that up and made it in, and I think that makes sense. I think she's gone, well, if you're these things, why would you not be racist? And I think that makes sense, but I get the impression, or we're definitely being told that that is the story, that racism wasn't brought up, right?
Yeah, but I think the actual issue is, from my understanding, is that it was discussed on camera.
Yeah.
I don't think what was actually said is relevant in any of this conversation.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't want my personal life being brought up on camera. I think that's the
Yeah.
actual
Don't be on a
concern.
reality TV show then.
But it's not, though, is it? Because they're thinking they're going to produce it because they've got Jax, they've got Brittany, and they've got Kristen on the cast, and they think that they're able to then manipulate it into a
Yeah.
situation where they're able to portray the best versions of themselves at all times because they've got
God, they're dumb.
OG reality TV stars.
Sodium.
When, let's be very clear,
They're all stars for being pieces of shit.
Brittany, Jax, and Kristen blew their entire lives up on reality TV. They are not the ones of the example you should be following. And that just goes to your fucking stupidity. But in all of this,
because I did think, I was like, I think Zach is being a bit of a shady bitch here, because he did say these things. He has been having these conversations.
yeah, 1000%. But he didn't want
And
them
he's
to
all
come
like,
up on camera.
how dare
Yeah. Arsehole.
you? But yes, so then we get into the I'll protect you.
I won't destroy your life.
I'll keep your secret secret. Sorry, what?
That's not.
It's not a thing a healthy person says. But also, yes, it very much does imply. Do you think she's the kind of lunatic though who will just say shit? She'd say that with her. I think she'd say that whether she had anything to back it up with or not.
The thing with Kristen is, in my experience of watching her on Pump Rules, is that she either has absolutely nothing to back it up, but because she's so fucking crazy, it doesn't matter, or she knows everything, and that is terrifying.
It's funny, isn't it? Because she knows she's not wrong, but she can't get out of her own way. Because she's right. Like Janet is the sociopath.
Walking around, playing the stress. Now you've got me all stressed
you've made
out
me
because
stressed.
I'm pregnant and all the fucking like best villain ever.
Absolute excellent villain energy.
Oh,
absolutely fantastic.
I'm obsessed.
And she knows
and I'm scared
that it's
for her husband.
Yeah. I mean that he has no clue what's coming.
In no chance. Lawyer or not. She's the personal assistant. She should be the lawyer.
She was the personal assistant, but now she's not working because she's pregnant or because she's just working on this gala.
Both.
Because in a country that has
I think she's
26
no
days maternity leave.
I think her lawyer husband is
looking after that.
Is now looking after that, yeah.
But yeah, and like she hits Kirsten because she knows Kristen wants to be pregnant.
Yeah.
But she's all like, oh, don't upset my beautiful fertility. Like, that's mean.
Yeah, that's a really shitty thing to do.
Oh my God, I saw the best thing though. I saw Zach. I saw that Zach looks like if Teresa and Joe had a baby.
Oh, the hairline.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. Oh, dear Lord.
But that's what he looks like.
Yeah, no, that's it. 1000%. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God, I've lost my headphones.
Oh,
there we go. They went.
You play with your hairline.
I was pulling it down.
But then we go to Jax and Brittany's house, and Cruz has just stopped talking.
Yeah. I felt for them in this.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that's
I thought loads of really mean things as well.
Mean, but the way that Brittany is continuously picking up, continuously kissing him, continuously telling him he's the greatest kid on the earth, continuously doing all this, all of that stuff is great, and I love that. That's your son, you should do whatever you want. But that's what happens in life to get a Jax. That behavior of constantly telling him his shit doesn't sink, he's got the biggest penis in the world, he's fantastic, he's the best kid, always cuddling him, always picking him up, always making him feel like the women, his mum loves him to pieces, that he's the best thing since sliced bread. When he grows up, he is going to be Jax Taylor. That is what you were doing.
Oh, I mean, I thought mean things, but they weren't that mean.
But am I wrong?
I don't know.
Like, fuck. Let that kid have a minute where you're not picking him up.
So I thought...
That's why he gets stuck under the sofa.
Because he doesn't know how to navigate getting anywhere. I thought, do they ever give him a chance to speak?
Yeah.
You do see that with people whose kids are not like, or like the younger siblings a lot, don't you? Like they speak less because they just don't need to.
Yeah.
They can't get a fucking word in edgeways because everybody's doing all the things and you're the baby and you're getting, like, you don't have to ask for anything because people are always giving you stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not like he can't make noise and he doesn't make it. He did, like, when that play therapist came round, he was making attempts at noises and stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. But also as well, this happened in New Jersey with Jacqueline Narita's son, and he...
Well, I think that's the kind of scary thing, isn't it? That's the thing that nobody was mentioning. Like, is this a kind of activation of ASD something, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't ever want to see a child struggle. I don't ever want to see any of that. And as much as I laugh and as much as I joke and whatever else, I'm a parent, and that shit is scary and that shit is
Yeah.
devastating. And it's a whole new way of life. It's a whole new way of parenting. And honestly, don't know if I'm strong enough to do it. Like, I don't think I have that in. I don't think I have it in me. I don't know how these parents do it, and I fucking respect all of them. I just think in this instance,
Just let the kid be.
Brittany's caused this problem.
I think he just needs like to go to nursery a couple of days a week, just be left to chill somewhere where he might have to like argue with someone over some blocks.
If he falls over, the world doesn't end. Like, fuck.
Also, they don't ask his. This is gonna sound really wanky. There's no permission. They do, like you say, they pick him up all the time, but they don't even tell him they're going to pick him up, let alone ask him if they can pick him up.
Yeah.
I just think he doesn't know that he's got any like
choice.
Yeah, like ownership of the situation. He doesn't know he can object or agree because it just happens to him. And I know he's only 2.
No, but it's different. I think we were very similar in that respect with our children, that my entire day with my child when I was at home with them was narrated by myself.
I would say I was going to do something and I would ask their opinion.
We're going to change a nappy now. We're going to do this now. Then we're going here. Then we're going that. Mainly because I needed someone to fucking talk to because I was bored as hell. But also as well because my mum always said to me, it's very important to have that consensual relationship with your child from young. So when they're older, they understand that it's a conversation, there's a boundary and there's a barrier.
But also, how would you imagine how just because you're little doesn't mean that wouldn't, in fact, you would feel way more like discombobulating that suddenly you're just flung up in the air. Suddenly someone's ripping your clothes off. Like,
when you're a child, the amount of times you go to sleep in one place and you wake up somewhere else.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, the least you can do is just mention it to them.
Yeah, 1000%. And
but I think that's kind of, I think that's relatively modern. And I think it's kind of British. So, like, I imagine Brittany had a pretty old school childhood.
Oh, that's the reason why she puts up with Jax.
Yeah, exactly.
Because her mum's like, he pays for your house. Look at the house that you live in. He's doing all this. He's doing all that. You should.
She's like, Mum is just here for a month. She's only here for a month and they still haven't managed to go out for a date and they haven't had sex in years.
Okay.
It's bad.
Let's talk about that.
Sounds bad.
You have free childcare for a month.
Yeah,
how many times are you going out? Or how many times are you just saying, we're going upstairs for the rest of this evening? And you're just like doing what you want to do in your room. Like, you're not even having to leave the house.
I think in a month you can definitely go out for dinner. Certainly, absolutely.
You can have sex multiple times.
Yeah. But you can have sex when your mother isn't there. Like, he's 2. He's not sleeping in your bed, presumably.
No,
maybe you no judgment, you do you.
Yeah.
And people are also judging. People were like judging them for having a changing table in their living room. I'm like, why do you care?
I had one downstairs. I had one upstairs. I had one everywhere that I needed. I didn't have a table because I'm not extravagant. I had a mat.
Yeah. But I'm like, I just think, who cares?
You want me to walk somewhere else every time I need to change my kid's nappy? Fuck off.
Maybe
absolutely fuck off.
Yes, exactly.
No.
But he's all like committed to this bar that he's doing nothing in.
No, he's not.
No, exactly.
He's committed to I don't understand.
Of the bar.
If I was Brittany, I would 100% be thinking this is my issue. Because the Jax Taylor that we've seen on TV for 10 years is not the Jax Taylor that I'm seeing now. Like, something has changed, whether it's for the good. Maybe he's matured. Maybe he doesn't need to be all insane and crazy like he was before. But he definitely no longer finds his wife attractive.
No.
1000%.
I think he's that kind of weird level of chauvinism that, like, there's a type of chauvinism there who's like, but now you've had my baby, like, ruined sexually, aren't you? Because that's like a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like this, like, sacred vessel now.
Yeah. And she has, I think she looks incredible. And I'm not going to say anything, well, except for the fact that she's fucked with her face. But in general, I think she looks incredible.
But she's changed.
But she's gained a bunch of weight. Her body isn't the same. and like she's not wearing clothes that necessarily flatter her new shape. And I do think that that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
him, it shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So then we see Jesse and Michelle talking about Kristen and the text, the keeping safe text. And like Jesse's like got a hard one on the Sun Lounger about this.
Jesse just wants Michelle to like spank
Just get
him,
activated.
choke him out,
Yeah.
do
Stick
all
a
that
battery up
fun
his ass.
stuff.
That's all he's here for. He's just like, yes, do it. Go for it.
And I
Use through
really
the
hope for their
chair.
sake that they get it.
I'm not sure I'm that confident.
No?
No.
Oh.
But, you know, he's just so smackable. How could you not be invited to it?
I'd beat the shit out of him. Oh.
Then we see Janet and Jason.
Jason, I have Janet and Mr. Janet. I couldn't think of
And she's making him dinner and he's like, what's the gossip? And she's like, yeah, it's still Kristen. She's insane.
And they have this gala.
They got this gala and it's his friend and it's her friend and they're blah, blah, blah. I missed what the gala is for. Is it a disease?
It's for like transplant people.
Yes, stem cell transplants.
Yeah, but I think it's just transplants in general. It's like to make a match
well, that's
or something.
good. That is good.
Yeah, I love that. It's like when I find out people aren't organ donors, I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, it's so stupid. Like that's when you're dead, man. You're really not using them.
You're useful. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Don't waste that shit.
Oh.
And who's gonna sit where at the gala and blah 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 blah. Gala
Good
drama.
for her. Does she have the brain capacity to plan a gala?
She says she's waking up at 4 a.m. worrying about her baby shower. I'm like, oh, you were gonna find parenting hard.
No, she's not though, because someone else is gonna raise that kid. I promise you, it's not her. No. And then we go to Kristen's house.
And she's had therapy twice this week about this horrible thing that she's entirely created.
Yeah.
That's what I couldn't get over. She's like, I'm so upset. I'm like, this is your fault.
No, but she's worked out with Zach that this is all Janet's fault.
Even if it's Janet's fault, nobody knew until you started fucking shouting about it.
But that's no.
It was quietly behind closed doors.
No.
You have made this row.
That's not how it works.
You might not have said the things originally, but you have made this into a row, and now people are upset with you. That's not Janet's fault. Or do you think Janet knew that saying it to Jack? No. No. Jack.
1000%.
Saying it to Zach would mean that Kristen would say it out loud because she's a loose cannon. She was like, I see what I'll do. What I'll do, I'll just set that little bomb off. Have you heard that Michelle's a Republican? I think she was like, tick, 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 tick. That should happen in about 3 dinner parties' time.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. But then we have Daddy's Day Out.
Oh my God. Watching the men put the car seats in the minivan.
Best part of my day.
It was so much fun.
But it's true though. Like you're in a different car with a different car seat.
Oh no, it's like an anxiety dream, like having to put a car seat in a car that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like in front of other people.
Yeah. It's horrendous. Less like that's not just we're not taking the piss out of Dad's here. Everyone's gone through it.
It's horrible. I thought they were quite good at sort of being supportive of each other. Like no one was like, fuck man, you know, they're like, yeah, no, it's fine, we'll do this bit, we'll do like I was like, this is actually quite a brotherhood.
Yeah, it is.
I was proud of them.
They go to the county fair.
Plus, I did see the appeal of those cars. There was a lot of people in that car.
Yeah, but Rosie, I can't. Mike keeps saying we need to get one, something like that. And
no,
I'm
we
like,
don't,
yeah,
because we have 2 kids, and that's fine. We like that's for like 6 or 7 people.
Yeah, but like
it's for more than 4 people.
He just wants one. I think because that's what he grew up with, and I'm like, yeah, that's not me. We can buy a 7-seater Range Rover.
No, don't do that.
Like an Audi or something. But that's like this is where I am. I'm sorry. Yes. Anyway, let's stop before we get into
Then they
argument.
go to the fair.
They go to the fair.
And they're
And they
showing the
all-
kids the animals.
Cruz tries to eat shit.
And that's sort of where the show ends for me.
Oh, okay. So then they start talking about, the men all start talking about their sex lives.
Oh, fantastic.
And
they don't seem to necessarily filter out their like adult versus not adult conversation in front of their children.
No, they don't. They were very open in front of the children. Jesse, the weird Republican guy, he was like, Michelle used to turn up in a trench coat and I used to pour hot wax all over her. And now I haven't had sex in 3.5 years. And then Jax is like, I used to want to have sex like 4 or 5 times a day. But now I'm like, oh, have I done it this month type thing? Like, I'm not really paying attention to my wife. I'm not really loving on her, all that sort of stuff. And then the other guy who has
Little Danny. Little Danny.
Yeah,
all the babies.
4 under 7, whatever it is.
7 under 5 months.
Yeah, he doesn't really say much because I think they're still getting it in.
Do you think he's like, oh God, man, this is bad.
This is not the life. He says supportive things like, you know, kids can change your life and blah, blah,
and
blah.
like he's like they've just had babies. Presumably they're not like at it all the time.
But I feel like there wasn't enough of a personal share for him to be in the same situation as them. Like, he's like, me and my wife still have sex. Like, we're good. Like, this is bizarre.
We have 3 under 2 and we're still fucking managing. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, pretty much. But
also,
like, he like comes up.
I think he knows that he's winning in his life, doesn't he?
Yeah, 1,000%.
He's like, I'm 5'2" walking around with Miss USA or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he's saying,
yeah.
Guys, I'm good.
Yeah. And then Kristen and Luke go for dinner. And Kristen thinks that her friends are jealous of Luke because he's a good-looking, gorgeous guy with a giant penis.
Oh, when's he coming on the show?
I've never met this guy yet, so we shall find out. And
he's
then
so scrawny looking.
There's again, he gives me Michael Darby vibes.
I don't think it's Michael Darby. I sort of.
Really?
No, I believe he's too like Christian.
Oh yes, he's maybe Mormon.
He just looks like he probably thinks you should go to church. Yeah. That's never a fun crowd, is it?
But he enlists the group to help set up a date for Kristen because she's ovulating on one of these nights. They go for dinner and they have dinner. And then Brittany and Mr. Pageant Queen, you just said his name.
Little Danny.
He sets up their apartment that they put roses down and they have like flowers and candles and all the rest of it. So when Kristen gets home and a massage table and all the rest of it. So we sort of witness Brittany going through like a mental breakdown where she's like, I love all of this and I love my friends, but also my husband hates me. It's a very like roller coaster.
That is a roller coaster. I feel like
moment.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like Danny he's got other things to focus on.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, anyway, so they do that.
I'm quite glad I don't know where I thought that was going to end, but I think that's better than what I thought.
Yeah, so that's
I just thought, like, it's like having a jizz party, isn't it? Like, I'm not sure if you need other people to be involved in your ovulation.
No. The ovulation is for you. Engagements, I understand. But ovulation is
I'm not super interested in.
No. And then it's the gala.
Yes.
So Janet and Mr. Jason.
How am I better at the names than you?
I don't know. You're doing really well.
It's very strange.
They have a conversation in the car. So they drive with Brittany and Jax and they have a conversation in the car about their budget. So she says to him, what's my budget for this evening for like donating and like spending money? Right. And he says 2,500. She says, cool. Then Jax says, we should have that conversation. And then Brittany says, I'm going to spend my own money. You do you. And Jax says, that's fine, but we're paying out for a lot of shit. We've got kids that we want to have more kids. They want to go to school. We're paying for speech therapy classes. That we should probably have a conversation about money. Respect it 1,000%.
Maybe not in someone else's car.
No, but I just feel like
Let's have conversations about money.
respect-
Absolutely, yes.
But I think if they were the type of couple that would have had that conversation previously, that would have been fine. But prior to that, Jax
not
would have
occurred to
been
them.
like, I've paid for this, honey. Don't worry about it. This is our house. This is our stuff. This is everything. I'm going to splash the cash. I'm going to do whatever. But now he's like, well, I've paid for it. No, I'm doing it. Like, he's turned like, this is why it's important to have your own bank account, because you never know when they're going to turn on you. And I think Jax has turned on Brittany. But anyway, they agree to budget. It's fine. Then they have the gala. Everyone's looking very sexy. Everyone turns up. Jessie turns up in a dinner jacket, which I really actually quite liked. But
Okay, everyone's upset. I've seen photos.
Yeah, everyone's. I thought it was really nice. Okay, Rosie doesn't agree. Fine.
Good for you.
But they have, anyways, Kristen turns up in a really nice dress as well, but I swear she's wearing Birkenstocks.
Oh, no.
So you're going to have to watch it to tell me if I imagined it or not. But I'm pretty sure she's wearing Birkenstocks, so that's the thing.
That's a choice.
But anyway, so she pulls Michelle and Jessie out with Zach. No, Zach pulls them out. Because Zach's like, let's try and fix this and squash this beef.
Okay.
Kristen tries to apologize to Michelle, and Michelle basically says, it's fine, but this is why you need help. Okay. And Kristen says, I've been in therapy for 9 years. And Michelle was like, right. I was like, oh, that was harsh. All of that was harsh. Jessie storms off and then walks back and then is like,
I mean, he needs help.
We need to process. We need all of this. It's very dramatic. And then it ends.
And there's people sitting behind them being like, I'm waiting on a liver, mate.
But yeah, you need to watch the end because it's kind of brutal.
That does sound brutal. I would like to genuinely know this as an answer. Is there any way that you can tell someone that they need psychiatric help that you don't come off as a dick?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Which is a shame. If someone knows what that wording is, I'd love to know.
Yeah, I don't think there is any wording for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not politely.
No.
Just do an anonymous letter. You crazy. Sort that out.
Yeah. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you know a way of informing Rosie that she needs psychiatric help without it being offensive, please write to us or write to me.
Whereas I was thinking I could tell you. No, I wasn't. I did have someone in mind. It's not you.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. So thanks for listening, guys. And we'll chat to you soon.